What's up, everybody? Happy Monday. It's tax day. Holy mackerel. Pay your taxes. Joe Biden's got to have something to work off of. No, he doesn't. He'll spend it anyway. How are you today? God bless you. Risers. Does that weekend fly by? Oh, my gosh. I woke up this morning, I'm like, it can't be Monday already. But I am going to be with you. And that's the beauty part of it. Good to have you with us today. Hey. My name is Nick Stewart. This is Sunrise Santa Rosa. Welcome to Madness. I'm glad you're here. Thank you to Milton Post for hosting. Thank you to Jurgen's Landing for sharing it. And everybody that, I love it. Hush your mouth. What? Because it's Monday? Yeah, it is. Hey, got a busy week. Busy week. We are going to talk today about the school board meeting from the other night, from Thursday night. Last week was so crazy busy. There's so much, and you guys are angry. You're angry, but in a good way, and that's what makes a difference. Don't let them up. Hey, your forecast. Let's do that real quick while I'm here and thinking about it. Partly to mostly cloudy today. High around 81. No chance of rain really today. 3%. Well, it's nothing. Tonight, mostly cloudy skies. Low near 65. Tomorrow, for your Tuesday, partly to mostly cloudy. Stray shower thunderstorm possible and a high near 82. Presently, it is 60 in Milton. It's 72 in Gulf Breeze. 64 in Navarre. And 66 in Pensacola. You're up to date on the weather. Yeah. All right. We got much going on. Hey, you're taking your phone calls. 850-771-0049. 851-771-0049. And if you type in no pronouns, that is a cardinal sin. The bozo no. No pronouns. You get put in timeout. You don't. You just get scolded publicly. All right. Good to have you with us today on this. It's tax day. Pay your taxes. All right. So here's a couple things. The Faith, Family, and Freedom Festival. Let me pull up that. What? Let me get out of the way so you can see it. The Faith, Family, and Freedom Festival is going to be happening at Jernigan's Landing along the Blackwater River on May 22nd from 3 to 9 p.m. It's a free festival hosted by the Santa Rosa Volunteers. The Arise USA bus tour will be the event's headliner. There'll also be live music, vendor tents, food trucks, and there's still food truck and vendor spots available. There's no charge to participate. If you'd like to set up and sell, call Dennis Pate. Get a hold of him. I'm sorry. Here's his email: srv1776 at protonmail.com. And there's a Facebook page too. So it's Arise Patriots. Check it out, and hope to see you there. So this happened over the weekend. I do want to. Did you get your phone issues worked out? I think so, Jason. We have very few call in. Most of them just text on the screen, but I do have my phone fixed, I believe. And Miss Angie goes, she helped me with that, and I think that she helped me get that fixed out. The splash pad was packed and a big hit this weekend. I saw that, Jeff, and I'm glad it was. I hate to see tax dollars going to waste. I'm glad it's used. So I hate to see tax dollars wasted and not used. So I'm glad it was. Glad the kids had a good time. It's fantastic. Jeff and I have this thing. I disagreed with the splash pad. It's just tax dollars. It's all I was worried about. That's it. Okay. So this happened over the weekend. Let me get rid of this. Milton, pay attention. A water health advisory is still in effect for Perdido Bay after millions of gallons of sewage spilled at the ECUA's facility on Bayou Marcus. Emerald Coast Utilities Authority says an underground pipe broke Thursday night, and it took crews about 20 hours to repair it. The spill was contained Friday evening. Millions of gallons of sewage. The people who live nearby say they were never notified by ECUA of the spill. Why would they hide such a thing? I'm outraged, said resident Gabrielle Powell. I live here and I was in the water with fecal matter. ECUA says the spill was contained to their facility, but the health department says there's still a potential for high bacteria levels. A water health advisory wasn't issued until about 2 p.m. on Friday, nearly 15 hours after the spill began. Our pets were throwing up all day yesterday, Powell said. Our dog and cat were vomiting, and we had no idea why. Other residents shared the same concerns. Some of the kids have paddle boards. They go tubing. They'll get in the water, and that raw sewage is a definite health hazard to them, said Robert Austin. Now, yeah, shame on them. But is Milton in the same danger? Oh, no, there's no danger of it being on the water. There's no danger. Yeah, Craig, they're right. They wonder why don't you want it? They're dipping it out and drinking it out of the, you know what? Really crappy of Ecuador. But you get it. And when this comes up, all you do is show them that. Show them that. Look. You tell us that can't happen. It just happened. And you didn't share it. Ecuador, ECUA. Gotcha. Cool. But yeah, you get it. This stuff was done, and they didn't tell them until 2 p.m. the next day. Oh, by the way, you need to boil water. Makes you feel good, doesn't it? Makes you feel good about those in control. Is it me? Is there less trust for these people anymore? They can't communicate. They don't communicate. I didn't say they can't. They won't. Of course it happens, yes. But why can't they just admit it? Why can they not just admit, hey, we got an issue? We'll get it fixed as soon as possible. It does sound like the BOCC. They're incompetent, Donna says. I don't think it's incompetence. The spill was incompetence. I think not sharing it was criminal. That was on purpose. That's not incompetence. That is deliberate, where they didn't share the information until later. 850-771-0049. You get it. You get it. All right. I wanted last Thursday night. So Tuesday we had the marathon 7.5 hour county commissioners meeting. And people were angry. And rightly so. Now, Thursday evening, there was a school board meeting. And people were angry. They just keep poking the bear. These people in authority keep poking the bear. Oh, they want to continue masks. They want to quarantine kids. They want to force a vaccine. You get it. So this is some of the school board meeting stuff that happened. I want you to watch this because I think that this is really, really, really important. All right. So I'm going to share some of these videos that happened, and I lost my tag on some of these, but I'm gonna share this, and I want you to kind of get an idea of what happened at the school board meeting.
I moved here 4 years ago. I didn't just specifically move to Santa Rosa County. I moved specifically to this area for these schools. And I don't know if you notice how many parents are actually homeschooling now. That just lets me know that you're not doing your job. I highly recommend all of you resigning because you're incapable of running the school correctly. Thank you.
So this guy, I didn't get his name, but yeah, you get it. So here's some more. This is David Jones. Now, David Jones was also at the Board of County Commissioners meeting and spoke. I've seen him a couple times, and he makes some very measured points. Check this out.
David Jones, 6770 Allen Field Road. Try to speak quickly because we've only got 3 minutes. Do want to acknowledge the olive branch that was extended. It wasn't.
Now, before we go any further, David's speaking, but are you still hearing an echo, or is the echo gone? I just want to make sure the echo is gone before we continue. I want you to be able to hear what's happening. Can you hear it? Somebody let me know quickly, because I know there's a delay. Echo, echo, echo. Still echo? Not bueno. Okay, let me see if I can get the echo out. Echo's still there. Okay. I may not be able to do anything about it.
David Jones.
First time. David Jones, 6770 Allen Field Road.
Well, now there's no sound. Hold on. Sometimes it depends on how it's recorded. So let me try this.
David Jones.
First time. David Jones, 6770 Allen Field Road. Try to speak quickly because we've only got 3 minutes. Do want to acknowledge the olive branch that was extended. It wasn't unnoticed. So we wanted to do the symbolic event this afternoon with the mask burning type thing. The representative from the school board actually told me as long as it was nothing representing fire, it was just ideological, which is exactly what we were doing. It was fine. So we ended up doing that outside. It was just a farewell to that thing. So I appreciate the olive branch and willing to negotiate. Like I said last time when I spoke, that's what we need. We need to work together. We don't need to constantly bicker and argue. That's not what I wish to accomplish. That being said, now we're going to get into the nitty-gritty. Miss Ubershire and Miss Barber, you guys kind of get pointed out because you're pretty much the leaders of the board.
Okay, got an echo. I'm sorry. So anyway, you've got multiples of people that are showing up angry with the school board. Number one, they went from 5 minutes allowing people to talk to only, I'm sorry, I made it stop. They went from 5 minutes being able to talk down to 3. The other thing that they did is that they had many officers there. They had law enforcement there, lots of them, some in SWAT gear, they said. Okay, so you can hear when I can't hear, you can hear. All right. So they've got people, they've got officers in SWAT gear there. Why is that? For people just to come and speak, and they're angry, they're just speaking. They're not. These people aren't showing up with literal pitchforks and torches. And this happened at the Board of County Commissioners meeting. There was several officers there. Oh, they were there for another reason. This is a show of intimidation from these boards. Was the school board honoring the police officers and the SWAT teams? Is that what was going on? Now, Donna says they're scared that they're doing something they shouldn't be doing. Well, yeah. If it was correct, then they wouldn't have all these angry people, these angry parents. No, El Cuco, they're not showing up in Portland. They're showing up to school board meetings. There was an article I read this morning. I don't think I had time to share it today, so I didn't pull it up. But you are being labeled. There's another increase. There's another increase in a call for watching out for you, the disenfranchised or the angry, whatever you are, you people who believe in conspiracy theories and you share your chaos on Facebook, you freedom people, that they're calling for more law enforcement because you're dangerous. Oh, no, not Black Lives Matter, not Antifa. You are dangerous. That's what this is. They brought in officers as a show of intimidation. They did it. All right. Let me continue. I think I could do this without an echo, but I can't hear it, so I'll just kind of play it a little bit.
The rest of the board stays quiet. But the only person up there that's displayed any kind of integrity since last September is Miss Sanborn. When the curriculum got submitted and you guys were going to vote on it, she sat there and told everybody that she didn't do her due diligence and she apologized. That holds so much respect in this community. And then she stuck to her guns and she said she'd make it right. That's the only time up there that I've seen since September that anybody has displayed any kind of integrity. Ms. Ubashire, your behavior and your actions over the last couple of weeks, last couple of months is disturbing. It's disgusting and it's toxic to the children and the people in this community. If you have an issue with things that are happening in this community, you don't go to the Washington Post and air out dirty laundry because you got your feelings hurt.
Now, I got a question. Now, Al Cuckoo says, I'd rather put my energy somewhere else than act the fool at a school board meeting. What do you mean act the fool at a school board meeting? Look, they are trying their doggonest to hinder these children. They are trying to hinder these children. It's not right. It's not right. And I just think that is the weirdest, that we can't allow our kids to go to school. The first guy that we showed, I didn't have his name, but he was right. He said, man, I brought my kids to go to school here. Homeschooling is skyrocketing because you people are stealing the freedoms away from our kids. Look, the governor has lifted all the mandates. There is no mandates. School is open. There's no mask mandates. There's none of this. Nobody. Oh, I got you. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Who is you? No pronouns. No pronouns. Those people that are concerned about our children's well-being and education, yeah, us people. Yeah. They don't need the many deputies at a meeting. I'm not going to act the fool at a meeting. Oh, yes, I got you. Yeah, they don't need that. Nobody's going to do that. But they want you intimidated. That's what the school board wants. And that's what the BOCC wants. We're going to bring in the officers. You're right, Butch. It doesn't make sense. But they do. They do have the officers there as an intimidation tactic. This is Cynthia, and I couldn't catch her last name, but she makes some great points. Here's Cynthia.
Cynthia Lacharowitz, 6427 Berry Hill Road. Health advisory from Scott Rifkes. He stated that continuing COVID-19 restrictions, including, not limited to, long-term use of face coverings and withdrawal from social and recreational gatherings pose a risk of adverse and unintended consequences. Okay. So does quarantining healthy kids. And that's one of the restrictions that was given. There were two restrictions. There were mask and quarantining. Y'all still doing quarantining, even though you're not supposed to. Under the executive order that the governor put out, he said that he's suspending all remaining local emergency restrictions on individuals, and he wants us to return to day-to-day life back to normal everywhere in the state. He didn't say everywhere in the state except for our children. Under Section 1 of that same order, he said all COVID-19 restrictions and mandates on individuals and businesses are suspended. Again, he didn't say except our school children. And then in Section 3, he said no county, that'd be you guys, or municipality, may renew or enact an emergency order or ordinance that imposes restrictions or mandates upon individuals or businesses in the state of Florida. Our children are individuals in the state of Florida, and we all collectively want the quarantining to stop. The health department has no legal way to enforce a mandate. I got that directly from the Department of Health at the state of Florida level, the actual state level. They have zero ability to quarantine our children. It is merely guidance and recommend.
Okay, you get the idea. I can't hear, so but you get the idea. She had some great points, but again, they give them 5 minutes and then they cut them off. Boop, you're done. You're done. Now, none of these people, I have multiple videos from this meeting. None of them were angry. I mean, as far as screaming, they just spoke their minds. Now, Debbie Gano, who spoke at the Board of County Commissioners meeting on Tuesday night several times, spoke at this meeting. I didn't get that video. They didn't start the video till after that. But she lit them up, from what I understand. Look, what I want you to understand is that these people, you are done. Here's what the issue is. Like, they had more officers there the other night at the school board meeting than they had citizens. That needs to change. That needs to change. You need to show up. You need to show up. Even if you're not going to speak, even if you're just there to applaud and cheer and support those that do, you need to show up. It won't change if you just have a select few. Yeah, I agree with what they say. Fine, show up and support them. Now, I know you can't go to all of them. I understand that. But please go to some of them. I understand 7.5 hours is a long time. I do. I get it. I'm a busy dude as well. I understand that 4 hours is a long time. When are the board meetings? They're posted. We can remind you of those when they come up. Where did this happen? I can't remember where it took place. But it was Thursday evening is when it took place. So we will post those things. We will have this, and Roger and Steven can help me and get these things posted on Milton Post and Jernigan's Landing. Stick those up there. You got to show up, because these people are trying to run roughshod over you. These board members think that they are. We're just going to do whatever we want. Now, it came up about the critical race theory. Oh, the critical race theory is not in our curriculum. Really? How do we believe them? School board is where the old Kmart is. But you get it. You can't trust them. You cannot trust any of them. And that's sad. That is a sad state of affairs. You have one person, maybe two people on each board that you can trust. The rest of them are trying to jam you. And I don't say that lightly, because they don't care about you. They've gotten this, they get into office and they lose their soul. More parents there, the better. Prove these people that we care about our children and the well-being. Over the past year, they have definitely shown that they do not have our children's best interest at heart. I think longer than that, Craig. I think it's been longer than that. Remember when they didn't care that the kids were having sex in the school? Remember that? I haven't forgotten that. Kids as young as 8th grade were having sex in the school. Oh, we don't have enough people to monitor that or whatever. The boards and commissioners are taking our freedoms away a little at a time. It's a power grab. It is a power grab. Did the school board sneak in the CRT into the curriculum under a different name? I don't know. But you understand the parents' concerns. And they dismiss them. So then they were, 1 week, they were talking about masks. Well, we got to have masks through whatever. And then the next week, they don't have to wear masks, but we probably should have them vaccinated. Pushing for the vaccination. No. It's not proven. Vaccination's not been proven. You see what the issue is. They're trying to mandate all this and push you into a corner. Don't let them do it. The governor has lifted all that crap. It's gone. The governor says, no more. We're not doing this. We are not making our kids wear masks. We're not making anybody wear masks. Oh, now they're giving you free donuts and free French fries, some of these places, for showing your vaccine card. It's not worth French fries. I love French fries. I'm a French fry dude. Love the French fries. I am not getting vaccinated for free French fries. It is experimental on what it can do to you. Slippery slope. They won't even allow the First Amendment in the school. They can't monitor the bathrooms at school because I see all the kinds of fights on videos that happen in Avalon Middle. I don't know. Gene therapy. I lost it. Gene therapy. Listen. Justin says only certain places have good fries. Is it worth the vaccine? I don't think so. You get it. You've got to stand up for yourself. You've got to stand up for yourself. This is This is so scary right now. It is scary. You see on Facebook, if there's anything posted about a vaccine, you get this COVID fact thing from Facebook. I hide it. I don't want their propaganda. I don't want Facebook's propaganda. And that's what it is. It's propaganda. If it's good, you don't need propaganda. It's all about power and influence children at a very early age. Yep. I have a family member who works for Amazon. He gets $60 each shot and 2 days paid leave. Yeah. They want to pay you to get it. The government wants to pay you to get it. Now, everybody that wants it has already gotten it. We've got to stop the spread of the virus. I think we have. So if you go, and Walmart and all these stores has lifted the masks. You don't have to wear a mask if you've been vaccinated. You don't have to wear a mask if you've been vaccinated. Well, number one, I'm not showing a card to you. I don't have to prove nothing. I ain't proving nothing to nobody. And you go into Walmart and don't wear a mask if you don't want to. Go in anywhere, and if you don't want to wear a mask, don't wear a mask. I refuse to get a shot, Butch says. I want nothing to do with it. CDC can't make up their minds. They can't. They don't know. Why are they pushing this shot? It will not stop the virus. It's continuous, nonstop. Yes, we are paying for the advertisement for this thing, and HIPAA, Brenda. But look, it's for the good of the people. It's for everybody. It's for everybody's good, and so HIPAA goes out the window when it comes to that. Right. That's exactly right, Donna. If it was as good as they say it is, you wouldn't have. Well, look, the COVID's going away magically because of the vaccine. No, it's going away because it ran its course. But you're too dumb to understand that. So they're pushing the vaccine on you. I don't care what they offer. Let's stand and fight. There's more of us than. Now, listen, Jessica, that's exactly what they want. That's exactly what they want. These people, these conspiracy theorists, they're violent. You. And they want to silence you. And they want to make you the enemy. We're not Americans. We are people that are violent, and we're extremists. That's what it said. The article said we were extremists that believe in these conspiracy theories, and we spread them on Facebook. And I don't care. I'm not one of these guys that are. I tell you what, the propaganda is what's being spread on Facebook. It's such a great shot. I got my shot. The circle thing. I care, and I got. Let's do this, or let's stop the thing. Whatever it is. Good. Don't be a sheep for the government. Yeah, I get it, Leanne. You don't know what it does, the long-term effects, even the short-term effects. Oh, but COVID facts. I wonder how the county health department is going to keep renting the old Bell's store for $1,000. I don't know. The government's going to pay for it. The government's paying for it. Justin, thank you for that. I'm a little further removed from it than you are, but that's hilarious. Thank you very much. So, but the school board is complicit in the propaganda. And because you want to speak out against it, or because people want to speak out against it, they've got to have an overabundance of police officers there or sheriff's officers there because you are dangerous. Oh, no. The school board's not dangerous to our children. No, not at all. They're not trying to steal your freedoms. Not at all. It's you, my friends, that speak out against them that are dangerous. That's the part that should be concerning to you. Clinical protocol. I don't know what that, I can't pull up that link, but there it is. There's a link there for you to check out. What is the link about, Stephanie? But that's the issue. You got Dr. Karen Barber and Ubershower and whoever else on this board running roughshod over you and your children because they know better than you. Is COVID a thing in the schools? Is it a thing? We've got to protect our teachers. Well, if your teachers get the shot, we don't have to worry about it. Shut up and if you want the shot, get the shot. You're protected. Oh, if you believe the propaganda. If you believe the propaganda, which evidently the school board does, you're protected. You don't have to worry about getting the COVID. Pfizer shot info. Pro, con, what? So yeah, that is an absolute issue. And does the school board it used to represent the parents? It doesn't anymore. The school board is not representative of the parents anymore. They are an arm of the government. You need bail from pronoun jail. Yes. That's what you said. They do. If teachers get vaccinated, why mask the children? And why ask the children to get vaccinated? Because it's not about being protected from COVID. It's not. It's not about that at all. It's about controlling you and controlling your children. And you hate to have this kind of distrust, but look at what's going on. Look at what's going on. And you really do hate to have this kind of mistrust. But you can't trust anything Karen Barber says or Ubershower says. You can't trust anything the BOCC says. You certainly can't trust anything Dan Schiebler says. Why is the COVID vaccine not FDA approved? Tens of millions of doses given. Biggest clinical trial in history. Yep. Hey, you should be scared to death. Here's that other interesting watch. What is it? What is the underlying goal of the school board? What's the underlying goal of the Board of County Commissioners? There is something underlying in all this. It's never been about COVID. COVID was the tool. And look, people, again, if you want to get the shot, get the shot. I don't care. Get the shot. I'm all for you getting the shot if you want it. And I'm all for absolutely you not getting the shot if you don't want it. What's the death rate so far? On any other vaccine, it's pulled if 15 or more up. I know. But it's not from the vaccine. The deaths aren't from the vaccine. You see? The underlying goal of the school board is indoctrinate your kids. Critical race theory. You should feel bad because you're white. You white people, you're disgusting. And you need to admit that you're disgusting. Critical race theory. Dependency on the government is the overall goal. Mark says the schools exist. The teachers exist. The buses, programs, administration, everything else that they pay for with our tax dollars exists for the children. All focus should be on the children's education over anything else. Teachers have a union to represent them in legitimate matters. We need the school board to represent us for the benefit of our children. Absolutely. The school board is there as that protection for you. Because the teachers' unions and all those things have an agenda. And the school board is there to protect you. Not this one. Dr. Karen Barber. Nope. She's not for you. We Obashire, not for you. They are not for you. So we've got to get rid of the county commissioners. We got a clean house there. You shape up or you ship out. There is no sense in keeping Bob Cole on the county commissioners. There is no point in keeping Dave Peach. And he said the other night, I'll wake up, if I'm not elected, I'll wake up the same Dave Peach as I was before the election. And that's sad that you haven't grown, Dave Peach. Colton Wright, get rid of him. He's a yes man. Not worth it. There's Bob Call. Bob, I've got no soul. Sam? I don't know. Only Sam can make that decision. And the former respectable Dave Peach. Get rid of them. If they won't do the right thing, get rid of them. Same thing with the school board. But here's the thing. Here's what you need to do. You need to make sure that you are there at the meetings and that you find people to represent you. You find good people that have a heart for children, for the school board. You find people who have a desire to serve the county to be on the board of county commissioners. People who won't lose their soul to money. You start talking to people right now. You start talking to people right now and you find people to run. It's very, very important. Oh, and I hate the 8:30 ones. The Board of County Commissioners tomorrow at 8:30. Show up, speak up. Make your voice heard. I'm going to try today to draft a letter of reprimand. And I'm going to send it to Sam Mullins. And if you guys want to read it at the meeting, good. We'll start getting signatures. But good, Sharon, be there. If anyone knows who Ron Swanson is, if you like him, you'll like me, Giles 22. So there you go. Find people that are honest. I'm going to tell you what. The Board of County Commissioners, honesty, I don't know. I just don't know. Dan Schiebler's not honest. He's lied to you multiple times. And the board defends him. The board defends Dan Schiebler, who has lied to you. And they have evidence that he lied. Well, I'm not convinced he lied. Well, then you're absolutely stupid. No, I can't run. I don't want to lose my soul. Well, we're not sure that he lied. Well, then you are absolutely the dumbest human being to walk the face of the earth. We have video evidence. We've showed you video evidence. We've shown you emails. Yeah, he lied. If I didn't have to work, I'd go to a meeting. Yeah, I got you. I got you, Stephanie. But there are people who can go. And what you do, the way you make a difference is you go to the ones you can go to. You can't expect it to be on everybody else. And I know I can't go to everyone. But you can go to some of them. And the ones you go to are the ones you make a difference at. Sign petitions. Post stuff on Facebook. Call your commissioners. Well, nobody called me or nobody emailed me. Light them up. Now, they're not going to read them. And they're not going to listen to the voicemail. They're going to let it go to voicemail. But we need to pound on these guys figuratively. Well, that's kind of what we're going to put the heat on the commissioners with this petition, this reprimand. We're going to write a letter of reprimand for the commissioners and read it. It should be in the afternoons so the public who work content. I agree, Stephanie. I agree. We need people who put public service above personal interest. And what happens is there are some people that have good intentions, but they get there, they get in that position, and the money corrupts them. And I got to keep that money. Send certified letters in the mail. It'll cost you a little bit, but that's all right. Look at the notice on the school board page saying only a limited amount of people can attend the meetings due to COVID. COVID restrictions have been lifted. They can't, I don't think they can enforce that. It's a public meeting. It's a government. They can't limit it. Patriotic pitchforks. Figuratively. But you get it. We are being bombarded with corrupt local leadership. It's corrupt. You look at this, and they're trying to take your freedoms. When they just dismiss you, look, Donna says, call the governor. Absolutely. You go through the process. Scream, and say, we need help here in Santa Rosa County. The big lie was COVID. It does exist, but medicine to cure was held from the American people. You're right. You're right. You need to scream. If these guys won't listen to you, you go higher. If the school board wants to do masks and quarantines and vaccines, you go to the governor. The governor's already said they can't do that. If the Board of County Commissioners is going to allow the lies to continue and they're going to endorse this, we're not going to, well, we're just going to let it go. He's done a good job for you. He's done a good job for you. You get a hold of the governor because, listen, they're not listening to you. Yeah. The squeaky wheel gets oil is what, there it is. Kim said that. You can't pay me, give me donuts, free french fries to put poison in my body that's not been FDA approved. You get it? The only way to stop this is to put footprints on the top of the heads of these morons in control. The Board of County Commissioners, go over their head. The school board, you go over their head. You put in a plea to the state, and you just keep going. I want to talk to your manager, is how that works. Be a Karen. Be a Karen. Demand. Let me tell you something. I have gotten such poor customer service lately. I cannot even tell you. I have an air conditioner that is out at the house. Okay. I have a home warranty company, American Home Shield, that I've given gazoodles of money to. And I have gone now 68 days without an air conditioner. 68 days. 68. Now, it's supposed to be fixed today, but American Home Shield, absolutely the worst. If you have them, you dump them today. Don't give them any more money. West Florida Hospital, terrible. Absolutely terrible. And the list keeps getting longer of people I can't do business with because they don't care about me. All they care about is the money. And that's where yes, they are a ripoff. They are a ripoff. And I find it interesting that it's American Home Shield, but you can't speak to an American anywhere. Whole other subject. But you understand, it's the idea of they're taking your money and not providing a service. Case in point. Bob Cole, he's not providing any service. Sam? Dave Peach isn't providing a service. Not to you anyway. Colton Wright? The only service he provides is what Dave Peach tells him he can provide. Listen, people. If I need a hospital, send me to USA or Baptist in Pensacola. If a disease was cured, what happens to the pharmaceutical companies? I'll tell you a quick story. We got time. So about 10 years ago or so, maybe a little bit more, there was a study, there was an article that came out from MD Anderson in Houston. All right? An article from MD Anderson on cancer. And so if anybody knows about cancer, it's MD Anderson. And they discovered, or they created a nanobot that has a gold flake inside of it. A nanobot with a gold flake that they inject into your system. The nanobot inserts itself into the cancer, embeds itself in the cancer, and then they hit the body with radio waves. Now, radio waves do not harm the human body. It has no effect on the human body whatsoever, but it does heat up gold flakes. Radio waves heat gold flakes. And that nanobot with that gold flake is inside of your cancer. And they would shoot it with radio waves and heat up that gold flake. And they said they could kill any cancer, any, A-N-Y, any cancer within 2 weeks to 2 months. Where did that go? Where did that technology go? Well, they can't make the $20,000 per chemo treatment if they do that. See, it's not about helping you. I don't think chemo helps anybody. But it's done because they make gazoodles of money on it. I had AC company out and see why our AC in our brand new house wasn't blowing in one room. Guy they sent out told me that he was too big to get in our attic. He told me to call the company and ask them to send out a smaller guy. Cancer is a multi-billion-dollar business. Yep. Hot gold flakes for the win, but not if you can't get it. Not if you can't get it. The whole thing, look, you can't trust. You cannot trust your government anymore. And that's sad. And that is sad. What happened to the people who are supposed to represent you and not the special interest groups? We got backers. We got these backers. So then you've got to change your message and to stay in office. I got to do what they tell me to do so I can stay in office. Nancy Pelosi, she is not there because of her skill. She's there because these interest groups support her. Look, there's Republicans the same way. Don't get me wrong. I want to tell you this. You can say what you will about Trump, but he didn't want the money. He didn't do it for the money. He gave away the $400,000 a year that they pay the president. Remember, he donated it. This one, he get this. I'm going to send it here. I'm going to get it here. And he did it. He didn't take any money for being president. Watch. The money is the power. And these guys allow it to corrupt them. They lose their soul. What you need to do is find people who are more interested in the service than they are in the money. Does Dan Schiebler really need $140,000 a year? No. Him do not. Pelosi's making millions and doesn't get any consequences. You're right. Because she buys her way out of it. Or the people who put her in power pay her way out of it. We're in a dark spot. But if we don't do anything locally, we can't do anything nationally. Do the hard local thing. I don't care if they're your friends. I don't care if Bob Cole's your friend. If he is your friend, I'm sorry. I don't care if Dave Peach is your neighbor. I don't care. I don't care if you go out to eat with Colton Wright. I don't care. It doesn't make them good leaders. Dr. Karen Barber, just because she has a DR in front of her name, doesn't mean anything. You got me? If they aren't interested in serving you, not the special interest, but serving you, they have to go. They have to go. Don't allow this to continue anymore. Man, it's frightening what they're doing and what we're allowing them to get away with. We allow it. And it's way too much. We're way overdue for a house cleaning. We need a recall effort. We need to go to the governor. We need an investigation. It's all dependent on you. You need to show up at these meetings. You may not have kids in the school system, but maybe you got grandkids. But you're a taxpayer. For the love of God, you're a taxpayer. You are paying for that school board, whether you have kids in the school or not. You can speak your mind. We have to stop being silent. And Facebook shouting is just not enough. Get out there, show up, and make a difference. All right, kids, it's Monday. It's tax day. Woohoo. Oh, joy. Wow. Make sure you share the video, like it, share it, and let's keep it moving forward, all right? thank you so much for joining us today. We will see you tomorrow unless Facebook destroys us. God bless you. We appreciate you. Hey, thank you. Thank you, Kenny. Hey, everybody, stay strong. We'll see you tomorrow.